Hi, my name is Shinko. Welcome to my channel. I am on a diet to gain weight. This is day 13 for me. Didn't have any banana snackings last night. That's okay. It's about almost 4, so give or take a little early dinner, late lunch. But earlier I did have I finished off the other half of my McDonald's ice cream cone. So I had to do that. This is a chicken pot pie. One of those like from Marie calendars that you just pop in the microwave. Much larger than I expected. Hot. My drink. And while I was out earlier doing official things, I did bring 2 Oreos with me. Yeah. I always feel so awkward when I'm taking bites or eating on camera. Well, first off, this isn't a mukbang channel. Never will be. Secondly, I just feel awkward because it's just me eating. Like, I truly don't understand mukbang channels, and I truly don't understand the enjoyment people get out of just watching others eat. I'm weirded out by that. I'm not judging you. If that's your thing, that's cool. Great. You know what you like. But I don't understand the entertainment behind it. Is it like you like the look of the food itself? Like, is it the person you like? Like, well, what is it specifically? Like, I don't get it. And I won't ever get it, but that's okay. Yeah, it's really helpful for me to have this anyway, because this is basically my food diary. I'm able to keep track, I'm able to go back and kind of look at the foods and see what's worked and what's not worked for me. I don't have the greatest memory because of the brain damage and stuff that I've had because I died in 2015. And I have suffered from seizures and I have a lot of medical issues. It makes it hard for me to gain weight. It makes it hard for me to function sometimes. So it's helpful for me to be able to go back and be like, okay, well, the past few days I've been eating this type of food and it's done this for me. From day 5 to day 10, for example, I noticed I was eating less calorie dense foods. I was eating about the same, but it wasn't calorie dense. So I'm working on that. Also on vitamins. Those Flintstone vitamins, they're fun. I would take vitamin pills. Now, I know there's vitamin pills and there's better stuff out there that would probably be better for me than like just chewable Flintstone kid vitamins. But I take enough pills as it is, okay? I am not a healthy individual. I have enough medicine in my life as is. It's helpful that it's chewable. And I'm a kid at heart, okay? So that's just me. Here we are. I'm showered and I'm getting ready for bed. But I didn't really record me eating. I was on the phone with my lover. This is probably annoying you, but my hair is wet. You know what? I don't need this to talk to you. I don't need to be able to hear to talk. But I did eat, regardless, that pot pie that I showed you earlier. Hey, it's completely finished. Completely polished that off. The packaging said it was at least like 600 and something calories. So that's awesome. And then I had 2 fruit roll-ups, blue raspberry and berry tie-dye. And there's only a few left. And obviously I've been drinking a lot. So yeah. Pretty short video. But there we have it. Day 13 of my diet, my attempt to gain weight. The past 2 days I've eaten, I don't feel that confident that I've actually gotten enough calories, enough to gain weight, per se. I'm really hoping it was enough to at least maintain it. It really, like, I want to wait. It's hard. Oh, thirsty. And it's hard because, like, I really want to weigh myself every night. But you are not going to get accurate results if you weigh yourself every night because there's changes. You know, like, you can gain a whole pound in just water weight alone. Or lose it or whatever. You know, there's a lot of factors that could go into your weight daily. That's why it's best to weigh it every few days to kind of get, again, a real number. So it's just, I really have this strong compulsion right now to march my butt over to the scale and weigh myself. But it's day 13 and I'm just waiting until day 15 and hoping that at least I've maintained. I don't feel like I've gained it, but I'm hoping I've maintained it at least. It's tough. I'm getting ready to move, and the biggest thing that's been hitting me, and it's been affecting my eating the most, is my medicine. I've had some medicine changes. This country has a national shortage of the pain medicine I take. I take 10 milligrams of oxycodone. They have a national shortage of that particular milligram and that particular medicine. Okay, so if you want to keep your dose the same, alright, then let's go to 5 milligrams, but just take 2 5s. And so you're taking 2 pills at a time instead of 1. It's the same amount of medicine in the end, it's just more pills. But insurance, government insurance doesn't like that, you see. Even though the medicine is exactly the same, it's more pills. The number of pills they don't like. Okay. So I couldn't go to 5s and keep my same dose of 10 milligrams. I take 10 milligrams 4 times a day. The important factor for me in my pain is having it 4 times a day. I struggled for a long time taking 10 milligrams just 3 times a day. You know, I was given 4, and it was perfect, and then they reduced me back to 3 because I was being punished for a seizure and being in the hospital, basically. Long story, but I struggled since then. And they increased my medicine. They increased it to 15 milligrams 3 times a day. I'm actually getting more medicine at the end of the day. Instead of 40 milligrams by the end of the day, I'm getting 45 milligrams by the end of the day. 15, 30, 45. But how many times a day is where it's getting me. I don't want to take 15 milligrams at a time. But when I cut them in half, that's 7 milligrams. That's like 7.5 milligrams, and it's not quite enough medicine for me. And my stomach doesn't like that. But if I'm taking the full 15 milligram only 3 times a day, my stomach doesn't like that either, because it's only 3 times a day. My stomach just doesn't like change, period, at all. It's really frustrating. The slightest, tiniest change that happens, my stomach just revolts against me. And it's really stupid. And it's not been wanting to take food like it normally would. It's not been wanting to eat because I've been having these changes to my medications. And it's frustrating because the next month because it's been the past couple months. So the next month I go in, well, not next, it's been the last few months. So the next time I go in, I'm thinking, okay, I'm hoping I can get 10 milligrams again and just go back to my normal medicine routine. But the shortage hasn't changed. Nothing's changed. My doctor has argued with insurance, saying you are just messing up this patient in the end. You're giving them more medicine in the end, getting their body used to a higher dose, but and the government wonders why if people wonder why we have a problem. Just stop changing our medicine. You know, there's a pain rally that's going on October 20th. There's a march in December, D.C., Washington, D.C., October 20th. I really want to go to this march. I'm not going to be able to because I'm moving, but it's about dang time that people are starting to come together and stand up, because it's ridiculous. This crusade against pain medicine and crusade against chronic pain patients. Yeah, I don't deny. There's people that abuse medicine. There's people that do not need to be on these type of medicines, okay? Make it hard to even be put on these medicines in the first place. But once you're there, okay, there's a reason you're there. Leave it alone. Make it hard to get there in the first place, but once you reach there, leave it alone. That's what I feel like the government needs to do. If the pain is that bad, that person will have exhausted all different avenues, would have spent years trying different things before going to pain medicine. A real person dealing with pain would have tried anything else before going to this. I spent years. 8 years it took to get a diagnosis for cyclic vomiting syndrome. 8 years I suffered in pain, throwing up, suffered alone, doctors telling me I'm crazy or doing it to myself. Now I'm being taken seriously, but I'm not at the same, but they can't really do anything for me. Because the government, just leave people alone. It's not that hard. It make it hard to get to the point anyway, because if someone is really in pain, they'll try anything to get out of that pain. They'll try acupuncture, they'll try yoga. The whole, have you tried changing your diet? Have you tried losing weight? Have you tried, chiropractic? Have you tried meditation? The answer is yes. To a chronic pain patient, the answer is yes. To a legitimate person, to a legitimate patient, the answer is yes. We have tried all of this. We wouldn't be in the position we're in now if we hadn't tried it and it didn't work. People think we want to be on these medications. You think we want our bodies to be reliant on this. I'm only 28 years old. I've been on these medications since I was 22. And then beforehand, I struggled with addiction as a teenager with these medications because I wasn't being taken seriously for my health. As a teenager, I was flat out addicted. I started with fentanyl. The big baddie, that's what I started with. Big baddie. 1,800 micrograms of fentanyl. That's what I got addicted to as a teenager. I clearly got clean, clearly changed my life. And it's a huge step back to me being on these medicines. But at the same time, I'm a mother. I am an adult. I can't walk. I can't function. It's not just my stomach, it's my back too. I was a caregiver to my grandfather at the time. I was taking care of that man. I was the thing that was keeping him alive and keeping him being able to die peacefully at home. I needed to be able to take care of him. I need to be able to take care of my family. I can't do that if I can't get out of bed. That's why I take these medicines. To be able to take care of my family. But a lot of people don't seem to understand that with us patients. That kind of turned into a rant. I'm sorry. Good night.